The U.S. Marine Corps has launched a high-level investigation into an alarming incident where an artillery shell prematurely detonated over the heavily trafficked Interstate 5 freeway in California. The misfire occurred during a live-fire military demonstration at Camp Pendleton, a major Marine Corps base bisected by the interstate, on Saturday, October 18, 2025. The event was part of a celebration marking the 250th anniversary of the Marines, attended by high-ranking officials, including Vice President JD Vance. Details of the misfire. The shell in question was an M795 high-explosive round, weighing approximately 100 pounds, fired from an M777 howitzer. It was one of 6 rounds launched from a beach on the western side of Camp Pendleton, intended to pass over the interstate and impact a designated range on the eastern side. The premature detonation happened mid-flight, directly above the freeway corridor. According to defense officials, the most likely culprit is a fuse failure, the M767A1 fuse attached to the shell, which was described as a 1 in a million possibility. The unexpected explosion sent fragments of shrapnel raining down onto the roadway. While no people were injured, the incident was serious enough to cause property damage. A California Highway Patrol, CHP, vehicle that was part of the Vice President's security detail sustained a dented hood from the falling debris. CHP officers immediately reported the incident, leading the Marines to halt the remainder of the live-fire demonstration. The incident involved troops from Echo Battery, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, an infantry unit at Camp Pendleton assigned to the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit, which was preparing for deployment. The investigation into the ordnance failure will be led by the 11th Marine Regiment, an artillery unit, with the commander of Camp Pendleton's 1st Marine Division, Maj. Gen. Thomas B. Savage, reviewing the findings. The manufacturer of the fuse, L3 Harris, has pledged its full support to the Marine Corps inquiry. Political and safety controversy. The accidental blast dramatically intensified an existing political row over the safety of the live-fire exercise. The decision to fire artillery over the busy freeway had been strongly criticized by California's Democratic leadership, including Governor Gavin Newsom and the state's Democratic senators, who called the event an unnecessary risk and a politically motivated photo op. In the days leading up to the celebration, Marine Corps officials had initially assured the public that the exercise would take place on approved training ranges, comport with established safety protocols, and would not necessitate the closure of the interstate. However, on the eve of the event, the state received notification asking Caltrans, California's Department of Transportation, to post signs warning overhead fire in progress. Due to what they cited as an extreme life safety risk and distraction to drivers from sudden loud explosions, the California Highway Patrol, in coordination with Governor Newsom's office, made the controversial call to temporarily close a 17-mile stretch of the I-5 near Camp Pendleton on Saturday morning. This closure, which snarled traffic and disrupted travel for thousands, drew criticism from the Trump administration, who argued the firing was routine and the closure was unnecessary. Governor Newsom sharply condemned the federal government's actions, both before and after the mishap, stating that firing live rounds over a busy highway isn't just wrong, it's dangerous. Senator Alex Padilla accused the White House of risking Californian safety and called the move reckless. Historical context and aftermath. While Marine Corps officials initially maintained that firing artillery over the I-5 was an established and safe practice, the assertion was contested by current and former artillery officers who spoke anonymously to the media. They suggested that howitzer training typically takes place at designated ranges entirely to the east of the interstate, making the oceanfront firing position and the associated overflight of the I-5 unusual. Furthermore, the Marine Corps could not immediately provide an answer when asked how many times live munitions had previously been fired over the freeway. The premature detonation confirmed the fears of state officials and validated the controversial decision to close the highway. The resulting fallout overshadowed the intended focus of the celebration. A demonstration of the Navy Marine Corps team's amphibious capabilities, leading one defense official to lament that the mishap derailed all the good work put into preparing the event. The CHP has filed an internal report and recommended an after-action review into the planning, communication, and coordination between federal, state, and local agencies to strengthen protocols for future military events near public infrastructure. The ongoing Marine Corps' investigation will focus on the technical failure of the round and is expected to provide key findings that will influence future safety protocols for live fire training adjacent to civilian areas. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks involved in using powerful military ordnance near public infrastructure, regardless of how remote the chance of failure may seem.